This is episode 11 of my Age of Engineering series, and my bees have been busy. We have tons of flowers out here, and we've actually kind of been a little busy too. First of all, I have found some dark boots that are empowered to jump to and apiarist shoes as well, so I take less damage from the bees attacking me when they're not happy with me. And the jump 2, I can jump twice in the air. I'm planning on upgrading them to where it has jump 3, but yeah. We also got some dark wood out here. I don't know if I pointed that out last time, but we tend to like the look of it. So we're also going to be moving our rubber trees at some point, probably to the other side, because I've kind of labeled this other side out here as the farming area. Probably going to end up flattening that entire hill and putting a tree farm and maybe a couple more of those greenhouses, or a different direction may happen, which we'll get into later. But right now, I really got to keep up on keeping this steel going, but whatever. Or maybe I'll just set up the other steel generator and just let it kind of passively do its thing constantly. Phantom's been quite busy. He made another apiar's chest over here for the special bees, all the pristine stock ones. So we'll be getting into bees at some point, but not right at the moment. All these over here are the ones we tend to use for trading the ignoble stock that we've figured out. Tend to, like, if you breed this meadow's ignoble with this meadow's drone, sometimes you'll come out with a modest or forest. So we need to get in down the rabbit hole further, so that we can get the, what is it called? Scanner? No. Analyzer. So we can get the portable analyzer, which requires a carpenter, which, if you look at the carpenter, it is, wow, missed a letter. If you look at the carpenter, it requires a sturdy casing. Well, the sturdy casing has to be used in the empower. So we need to kind of move forward, and we've been doing a lot of mining and resource gathering, and we have 118 salmon in that drawer and 349 basic fish in that one, and a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'll explain that in a moment. But we've been busy down here clearing out a basement, because I'm going to have power generation down here beyond that wall, and maybe some other things over here. But Phantom has set up an enchanting area right here, which works. It's very nice. We have some solidified experience there with our anvil. And the one thing that has not been moved yet is a chest up here, or a crate, I should say, with a bunch of magic fishing rods and bows. So we just need to get the experience to be able to combine all that, and he's got a bunch of really cool enchanted books here. So we'll work on that kind of stuff at some other point. He also set up a chest for each of us next to our beds. And after some discussing, it looks like we're going to be going with this pattern here, with the Celtic chiseled stone on top and the chiseled mosaic on the bottom for the walls. And yeah, haven't figured out what we're going to do for the roof in here, or ceiling. But I also went around and set up these lanterns, which the lanterns are actually really easy to do. Lantern in the calculator is basically a torch plus reinforced iron, and it gives you a lantern. There is a gas lantern, which I think it's this one. Yeah, you combine 2 lanterns in the calculator, and it gives you a gas lantern. And what I have found that's used best for is you take a bunch of coal dust, and you put that gas lantern inside the greenhouse, and put some coal dust in there. It burns for a while. I can upgrade it to something better. But what that does is it gives, if I can actually reach this thing, which that is now a crate, and I don't think I can reach it. I can go down here and do it. It creates CO2 in here and drops the oxygen. Well, plants produce oxygen and use up CO2, but since the plants use the CO2, they grow faster. And it works out pretty well. So, we also have our farming chest here. The biomash is pretty much any type of food material with a knife, and it gives you biomass, and then you put the biomass in the fermenters over there and make compost, which is basically fertilizer. So now all the fish and all this stuff. It came from Phantom being creative, which I've played vanilla Minecraft quite a bit, and I did not know this system, and so he's going to come out here and explain it to us. I logged in earlier, and there was hundreds of fish and all kinds of other stuff, which we have since thrown away a lot of saddles because we only really need one. And he has created this staircase of chests, which still has a bunch. Well, it looks like it's just the bottom one now. We still need to throw away all those leather boots, but we're getting a lot of stuff in here. A lot of useful stuff. And it's with this, and I'm not quite sure how it works. So, would you like to explain?
Sure. It's this is a very basic AFK Fish Farm, and it's not my own design. It's a design I found on YouTube. I don't remember the guy's name, but we'll put a link in the description so you can watch his little brief tutorial on how to build this. Incredibly simple. It uses a tripwire, which is sitting just right across the top of this water block, and one piece of redstone dust to take a signal from the tripwire down to this iron trapdoor here. And so the way you use it is you take a fishing rod in your hand. Fishing rod, there we go. And you aim just above the water and right below the tripwire, and you hold the right click, which is the cast button. And if you have got everything positioned just right, it is a little tricky. There you go. If you hold down on the right mouse button, it will continue trying to cast against the iron trapdoor, but because it can't actually interact correctly, it won't retract your line. So your line goes out and stays out. When you catch a fish, it's automatically pulled in, and there's a hopper right underneath that grabs whatever you caught and pulls it down, sticks it in the chest. And then the chest is connected via hopper line all the way down, so things all go to the bottom. Then they work their way back up slowly from there. So you can set this up so that when you're getting ready to go, say, go to bed for the night, go to the store for a couple of hours, you bind a key to the right click, and so something other than the right click button. So I typically bind the enter key on my number pad. There you go. That's the right spot. I typically bind the enter key on my number pad, and then I put a weight on it to hold it down. I did that this morning. I was gone for about 9 or 10 hours, well, most of the day. I started it before I left, and when Shade Hunter logged in earlier, there was tons of stuff, and so he emptied a bunch of it out before it could overflow. But we almost all of those enchanted items you saw in the chest down there were from today. A few of them I had gotten before because I was testing the system, but most of them came from today. And like the same thing with the fish. Most of the fish came from today, but it's incredibly easy. All you need, like I said, is one piece of redstone, a couple of basic pieces of material. We'll put a link to the video, but it's very simple to set up. And the reason I have all these chests is so that I can do it long term without overflowing. But you wouldn't have to. You could put just one or two, or you could put a whole bunch. You could probably put the upgraded stuff out of this mod in there. Some of the upgraded chests that have a lot higher capacity. I was building this on the quick and dirty, and so that's the way I did it. You will notice in the roof right above the water there, there is a set of iron bars that could also be a piece of glass. And the reason is that you get your greatest efficiency in fishing if the water is has a clear path to the sky, so nothing blocking it, and you get an increase when it's raining. Your efficiency goes up when it rains. So if you have glass, you can't actually hit the surface of the water, so you don't get the bonus. So I chose to go with iron bars. That way, if it rains, the rain can land on the water, it registers as being rainy, and then you get the bump in efficiency. So I don't
That's
know if it
cool.
rained while I was gone, but I was incredibly efficient today.
You know what? We are going to totally have to switch some of these out with crates, and then hook up some cables when we get to the automation age, so that we can pretty much have this running all the time. And what we'll do is try to use, if you go into your JEI thing and search a user, there's a thing called a mechanical user. And that it requires empowered Restonia crystals. So we can try this very soon, but it's going to require a little bit of moving on to the next age. And I'm hoping that if we do this right, we can use a mechanical user on this and have it fully automated all the time, so we can sleep for the night and come on and we'll have over 1,000 fish. Now, there's a reason I want the fish. One, it's a really good food source. And two, if you look up empowered, you will see that the empowered Palis crystals use cobalt, prismagene shard, and a raw fish. So we will never have to worry about that again. The empowered Restonia crystals use rose red, ardite, red garnet, and resonating redstone crystal, which is why we've been mining so much. We get the red garnet, resonating, and in the oh wow, I just had a brain fart.
It's in the ruby ore.
The ardite. It's in the nether. There we go. The ardite's in the nether, and the rose red, if we come down here, if I can get down the ladder, over here on our farm, right there, we have some, really little zombie, really, you're interrupting me. Man, they are freaking hard to hit. There. Go away. These beetroots actually become rose red in there. There's a way to make them actually increase how many you get, but if we get a farm going, a very large farm, then we'll be fine. I need to take a nap, apparently, because it decided to become night again. So yeah, that fish farm, awesome idea. totally looking forward to trying that out with automation.
Yeah, that sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. We are going to want to be sure we put some filtering on that because some of those items we will just want to go straight into the trash. Saddles, lousy
Yeah.
quality leather boots, some of those things we'll want to just filter out. Otherwise, we'll be overrun. But other things, incredibly worthwhile, incredibly valuable. You
Oh,
can get an
definitely.
amazing number of things out of a fishing farm.
Oh, yes. So this is definitely the day that we advance our age to the next age. We are going for the Empowerer. That is why there is a bunch of stuff in this chest. So for this, we're going to need a display stand. We're actually going to need 5 display stands, and you'll see why in a minute. There's this requires 2 iron casings, and I've already got them sitting here because they've kind of already been seen before. It takes the black quartz, iron, advanced machine casing, which is the forced steel, advanced alloy, and carbon plating, basic machine casing, iron plates. Pretty simple. But it also takes some of this, and some redstone, and a bunch of nori, which is iron in the atomic reconstructor, gold cabling, and a small battery, and an energy module, which is in the scientific calculator with a power cube and purified coal. That is why we have... I thought I put the purified coal in here. But anyhow, we do have the 5 basic ones, which is for it redstonia crystals around a black quartz. And here's our gold cable. You know what? Let's just do a bunch of blocks of these, just to get it out of the way, because we need them anyway. Throw that there, hit the button, and now we have a bunch of redstonia crystals to use for all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, and we need chiseled quartz blocks and blocks of quartz for the display stand, and you'll see that in just a second. Because that's why I have this stuff in here. What you do is you take quartz, and we're going to need 2 blocks of this, I believe. No, we're going to need 3 to demonstrate the full thing. So this creates blocks of quartz, okay? And the blocks of quartz will become I believe it's this one? Yeah. The regular etched quartz, and then the green aesthetic quartz, sorry. And then the aesthetic green block is chiseled quartz block, which is 2 quartz slabs. You get the slabs by 3 across. And it's quite simple. You just do that, and then you have your chiseled quartz blocks. So, and then you just take them over here. And let's see here. Let's see if I can get both of these thrown out here. Hit the button. And now we have our aesthetic quartz. Now, let's see here. We're going to need a calculator, which I have in my backpack. We're going to need the scientific and the regular calculator. Let's see here. Oh, we need the purified coal and a power cube. Well, let's get the power cube stuff. We need the coal balls, which is going to be... Where's all the coal dust? Seriously? Darn it. Thought I had some. So we're just going to macerate some up real quick. We're going to need coal dust. We're going to need flint. We're going to need cobblestone. We're going to need redstone. I think that's it. So, a block of redstone, 2 compressed coal balls, which is the coal balls with the coal dust around deflect. So, we're going to need this. All I need is 2 more. Oh, we're going to need actually more than 2 more because we need 2 of them. But we can at least get 1 going so far. In the compressor. There's 3, 4, we need 4 more. Well, while that's working, we can go for the energy module, which is we need the purified coal, which is enriched gold ingot and enriched coal. Enriched coal is coal coke and coal dust in the regular calculator. And I think I've got coal coke. Only 19. Yeah, we don't really need that much anyway. So we do that, and we don't have the coal that we need, because we need a couple of these. And I believe it's that and that. Yes, enriched coal. We'll just go ahead and we'll just take it all. Why not? It's a good fuel source. 5,000 burn time. Did I actually? Yes, I put it inside the generator in here because it works so well to augment it. Oh well. It is what it is. So we go back through here. Energy module. Purified. So we need... Yeah. We need the gold. Enriched gold. So we'll take some... gold and redstone. Oh wait, we have redstone. Just do that. We'll just get a good half a stack because this stuff is going to be used constantly. That's why we're mining so much, because we really need a lot of resources. And yes, we may have a lot of resources, but I promise you, as soon as we start getting into the next couple of ages, this box will empty rapidly, because, actually, come to think of it, tin, copper, 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 and I'm going to go ahead and make a hopper, because it's going to be needed. Where is it? There it is. Need some wood. Having serious issues with inventory. Crud. 8? Yes, 8. So, a chest, and our 5 aluminum gives us a hopper. And we're going to go outside, and I know we can start smelting this other ways, but right now, I'm just going to do that. And we're going to... Oh, crud. I actually want to put some in there first. That's off, right? Yes, that's off. So I'm going to put the copper in. Well, apparently some of the copper in there. And tin. And that's going to make a bunch of bronze. I mean, a ton of bronze. And because we're going to need it. And it'll be gone quick. And that just put a severe dent in the amount of copper we have, so. Alright, so we have enough coal dust now around our flint. And we have our other wall for that compressor. And we'll be using more of the dust, so I'm just going to let that do its thing. Why don't we do all of these at once? And we can actually do this and this, and we'll get our 5 advanced. Oh, we need to get some of the iron. So let's get a couple of... We'll do 7 because we're going to need these as well. And let's go through these on here. So we have our blocks of Inori, and then we can do that. So that stuff. Compressor's done. So now we can do our energy module because it's going to be the power cube plus, what was that again? Oh, one. Yes, purified coal, which is, I believe it's that plus something that we need to pull out of the things. I didn't get it yet. So it's that and that, and gets us purified coal, which that one I'm not going to do all of, because we only need one. That and that is our energy module. And now we can start crafting all the way up. So, single battery, energy module, advanced coil with Inori. Why? Oh, there it goes. I don't know why that was so good. But then we do this again. And we have our double battery. And then we need a... Oh, we're going to need more of these. Well. Alright. So we need the display stands now. Advanced. Regular. 2 more? Okay. Display stand. That's 3. Why do I only have 3? Oh, because I didn't make the other 2. I could have made those, but I want to make them all at once. So, there's those 2. And now we can make our 5 display stands and our Empowerer. And we have reached age 3. There's my trophy. Let's go place the trophy. And we'll go right there. And it has a little Empower setting on it, which is kind of cool. And it even has my name on it. So now we have 4 display stands and an Empower. Well, what do we do with these? Well, we are going to go 1, 2. That one's going to sit there. 1, 2. That's no. That's not going to sit there. That's this. It's going to sit there. 1, 2, and then that. 1, 2, and then that. 1, 2, and that. 1, 2, and that. This is probably not going to be the final home for this, but for right now, it'll have to suffice. Now we have a problem. We are going to need... What is draining? Oh, I know what's draining power. It's this guy out. It's that. Alright, so we're going to need better power gen, because each one of these holds 800,000 RF if you look in the bottom left-hand corner. So it's going to take a while to fill these guys up. But for right now, we don't need any more of this stuff. I actually need to put that somewhere else. Those go back in my backpack. You know what? I'll put that in my backpack. Why not? Alright, so we actually want to get some of these. What I'll probably end up doing is letting it take forever, because it's going to take forever. But I will demonstrate with one first, because one won't take as long. So, but we need a little bit of power. We need, the wires. So we need a bunch of copper plates. And there's a reason why there's a bunch of other stuff in here. We're gonna be increasing our resources, but not right this second. You know what? Since I need a bunch... is it copper plates? Because I've got LV right now. Because I could make a bunch of Electrum, but I want to get more gold first. So LV wire coil and LV relay and connector. The connector is going to take redstonia and hardened clay and copper. The wire relay, hardened clay and copper. And the LV coil, copper wire, and a stick. So I'm going to get that stuff together and we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. And we have our copper, our clay, and our redstonia for the connectors. And honestly, we're going to need... well, let's go with 6 because, well, yeah, reasons. I actually already had LV coil, and you guys probably saw that sitting in here. And I already had LV relays as well, which I'm not going to need the relays, so I put them away. But I'm going to go ahead and let this press up the copper plate because we're going to need it. So, no, I do not want you to be sitting on it. Thank you. And these are the only ones that require power. That one does not. So, this... you know what? I want this to actually look good. So, we do need a relay. There's going to be kind of some derpy wires all over the place. But, you know what? Is that right above it? No, it's not. That's right above it. So, we're going to have our relay go to our relay, and then our relay connect to each one of these. And it's going to take a very long time to fill them up. But, we can at least demonstrate the empowering of an item. And that one empower will probably go to the automated fish farm, hopefully. We'll mess with it off camera and then show you guys what we came up with. So, let's see here. Oh, I had some redstonia right there too. I need one of those, one of those, one of those, and one of these guys. So, you can either do this with individual crystals, like one at a time, or you can do an entire block. However, the the single piece only takes 400,000 RF. The block takes 4 million RF. So right now we kinda don't have a choice but to do it per block or per piece. So we've got about 50-ish. Well, that'll be 50 in a second. That's far behind, and this is now drained. So we're only running at 80 RF a tick, and that's 200,000. So this could potentially take quite a while because it'll stall out. But check that out. We are officially empowering stuff. Now what's cool about this is going to open up a lot more availability for power generation. And when you turn and it stops, it's just a visual bug. It's still working, and it's slowly working on it. I'm just not sure how long it's going to take. Yeah, our next order of business is power generation, because yeah, this is going to take a while. All right, so let's see what we got going on. What can we help augment the power? That's not what I want to do. Actually, additions here. Now, there's crystallized and power canola seeds, and that's a type of power generation, but there's other things that we can do. But I do want to get up. Let's see here. Where is he? Coal generator. That would be nice. See, the oil generator is what uses the seeds and stuff. So, coal generator. We need 2 coal coke and an iron casing and 6 reinforced stone. Okay. Well, but unfortunately, we are out of time. So, as this works, I will actually, I can show you what the empowered stuff looks like here. It looks like this. See, it goes from the Restonia crystal to the empowered Restonia crystal. It just starts blinking. So, next time, we will get into some better power generation of RF so that this does not bog down. And I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and craft the stuff for this and show it to you guys next time. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's an ore washing machine, basically. It's this guy. Ore washing plant, tier 1 power, iron plates, buckets, basic machine, electric motor. It's the coils, tin, iron. It's pretty simple. It's very simple to put together. So I'm going to go ahead and get that set up and probably rearrange some stuff in this room for next time. And I'll just show it to you then so that we can go from macerating to ore washing to smelting. And it will slightly increase our ores, but it will help. Thank you all for watching. Please hit the like, subscribe, and the little bell icon so you can get notifications of more videos. And I'll see y'all on the flip side. See ya.